Am I the a-hole for leaving my boyfriend's family reunion and ruining my boyfriend's sister's engagement announcement? I later got a call from my boyfriend and he asked if I could apologize to his sister, as during the family reunion, she wanted to announce her engagement with her fiance, but due to me leaving, she felt embarrassed and upset that her moment was outshined. What is wrong with people? It's just really hard for me to grasp because I feel like we see stuff like this on TikTok and online all the time, but seeing that this is real life, but I don't know, it just puts things into perspective. Like, people are really like this. What's good, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. It's Tiara, and for those who are new, welcome. So today we're gonna be reading Am I the A-hole Reddit stories. I used to do this thing called Reddit Wednesdays, and I would read through Reddit stories and give my reactions. So this is gonna be a blast from the past. Today's theme is family reunion drama. Now we all know family's supposed to be about love, but sometimes it's not always that way. But y'all know I don't like to keep my intros too long, so let's get straight into the video. Am I the a-hole for not wanting my dad's new girlfriend to come to our family reunion? My dad and mom have been divorced for 28 years. After a lot of hard years, they have forgiven each other and they are now friends. My two brothers and I, and our families, spouses and kids, are able to do a lot of family activities together with both our parents without it being awkward. Okay, off rip, it seems like a pretty healthy dynamic because I know everybody's different, but I feel like if they're divorced, maybe they don't want to be together, but the fact that you guys can still do family outings is a good start. It really is. And I'm honestly trying to wonder, like, maybe they still like each other. I don't know, everybody's different, but I feel like if they're comfortable being together, it's not a bad setup so far. My mom plans and pays for a family reunion once a year, and we get a big Airbnb. We usually invite my dad because he has never remarried and it's easier to do one big get together and he comes along. He recently got a girlfriend who doesn't speak any English, and the only way they communicate is with using a handheld translator. I met her a few times and it's awkward because I can't even make small talk, just hand gestures. I'm trying to figure out what kind of relationship is this because you can't even talk to each other like and I'm not hating on the girl. Like, if you don't know English, it's okay. There's other languages. I don't know. I just feel like that's a weird setup. And I feel like that just takes a lot of work. Like, what do you mean you can't talk unless you have Google Translate? That's a lot of work. My brothers and I have decided not to invite him because we don't want him to bring her and have it be awkward for her and us. Imagine being in a house with your boyfriend's ex and you can't speak with anyone. But also, it's really awkward. My dad tries to push her on our kids and have them hug her and try to talk to her. We just aren't comfortable with it yet. He found out we didn't invite him today and he freaked out. I said we'll have to plan our own reunion because this is mom's thing and it would be awkward with his girlfriend. Okay, see, I understand that because it's not like he's trying to plan it and then invite the mom and then everyone's mad that he has a girlfriend because this is your event, like, do you, boo? So the fact that the mom is planning it, like, duh, why would we want his girlfriend showing up? That is kind of weird. And it's not even like the kids are super cool with her and they have a relationship. They're already uncomfortable. So I get it. As of right now, I'm on your side. I understand. He freaked out and said he was done and to tell my brothers to F off. He thinks none of us understands that he has been single for so long and says that we should just be happy for him. Am I the a-hole for not sucking it up and inviting my dad and his girlfriend, even though it's my mom's reunion that she had planned? Any advice? Girl, you answered your own question. Like, your mom planned it, so why does she need to be there so bad? If you want to be there, like, do your own reunion. Is it really that hard? Why are you trying to show up to somebody else's, your man's ex's family reunion? Like, you're not a part of the family. You're not, like, that doesn't make any sense. And I'm sure the girlfriend would feel uncomfortable being at her man's ex's reunion. Like, I'm just trying to understand why she needs to be there. I don't know. I think that just makes it more complicated. But to answer your question, no, you're not the a-hole. You just have common human emotions. Am I the a-hole for leaving my boyfriend's family reunion and ruining my boyfriend's sister's engagement announcement? For context, I've been dating my new boyfriend for 2 years now. I will admit we're an on and off relationship. We dated during our high school year, but later broke up as we didn't want to pursue a long distance relationship as he headed off to California to pursue a scholarship. We later reconnected 4 years ago and after 2 years decided to retry our relationship. Okay, that's fair. Long distance is not for the weak. So I think it's better that you cut it off than try to do it and it not work, because maybe this wouldn't even have happened if you tried. But hey, that's not the point of the story. Let's move on. My boyfriend invited me to one of his family reunions. I only recounted attending one during Thanksgiving when we were like 17 or 18, around the time, and most of his family at the time enjoyed my presence, except for one, his little sister. Dun, dun, dun. My boyfriend told me that his little sister is very overprotective and it grew stronger due to a previous ex. The ex and him only lasted 8 months, as the ex later announced that she forced herself into dating him and actually realized she was gay. I understood that, and I didn't take much harm with little sister whenever she would make snarky comments or glares at me. The little sister needs to move because whose relationship is this? I understand, like, if you guys are family, cool, like, peace, love. But if they're in a relationship that is not your relationship, like, what are you snarking and glaring for? And the fact that you're just taking it, that needs to be addressed. You're not there for her, you're there for him. At the family reunion, I met her and her boyfriend. Her boyfriend seemed like a pleasant guy, a bit shy, but overall, a nice guy to be around. During the reunion, I got a call from one of my best friends. I asked to be excused and took the call. My best friend was announcing to me that he just found out that his fiance is expecting and that he and his fiance wanted to throw a little celebration and asked if I can come next week. I got happy and said yes. I was still happy from the news and told my boyfriend. His sister overheard and made a snark comment how I was happy about a baby that wasn't even mine or his. I attempted to ignore it, but she kept on making rude comments. At this point, I'm trying to understand why your boyfriend is not saying anything, because it's just so unnecessary at this point. Like, she's just running her mouth. This has nothing to do with her, so like, why are you chiming in? I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but there should have been a stop a long time ago. We had a dinner and sat down when his sister made a comment to the family how I was bringing up another man more than my own boyfriend. She literally wants you gone, bro. Like, you not see she's plotting. Immediately, I got up, thanked his family for the food, and left. I know this was childish, but I did not want to stay there for long, listening to her disrespect my friend and his fiance. And honestly, I think you did the right thing, because it seems like the longer you stayed, the worse it was gonna get. It doesn't seem like anybody's gonna put a stop to it. It doesn't look like anyone is trying to put a stop to it. And it doesn't seem like no one puts the sister in her place, because I don't even know how she got that far, honestly. So kudos to you. I later got a call from my boyfriend, and he asked if I could apologize to his sister, as during the family reunion, she wanted to announce her engagement with her fiance, but due to me leaving, she felt embarrassed and upset that her moment was outshined. What is wrong with people? Like, it's just really hard for me to grasp, because I feel like we see stuff like this on TikTok and online all the time, but seeing that this is real life, but I don't know, it just puts things into perspective. Like, people are really like this. Like, why are you mad that she did something when she didn't even know what you're about to do? And the crazy part is, if you truly felt that way, it could have been handled differently. Like, all she could have done was simply said something like, hey, I plan on doing something, or I don't know. But making the rude, disrespectful comments, no. I'm sorry, there's just so many red flags. I told him that I refused to apologize, and that if anything, she should apologize for the comments she made about my best friend. Am I the a-hole? No. You're absolutely right. She was rude, she was disrespectful, and not only was she disrespectful to you, but she's over here talking about people she does not know, and the fact that she was trying to be all snarky and indirect, talking about a child that's not even yours. No, you deserve the apology. She was out of line. I feel like that was karma. Like, that's what she gets. She did it to herself. And another thing, aside from the sister, I'm looking at your boyfriend sideways, because what does he mean, can you apologize to my sister? Like, he sat through all of that, allowed his sister to disrespect you, and then he's gonna turn around and ask you to apologize to her? Yeah, you might wanna, that's all I'll say. Am I the a-hole for uninviting my wife to my family reunion? Okay, let's read. I have been happily married to my wife for 18 years. The summer we met, both 21, and started dating, my family was having an extended family reunion at a local national park. People driving in from different states, sleeping in each other's homes for a long weekend, a whole production. My wife and I are from two very different families, and as I was getting to know her, this fact made me nervous about how our future together might look. She was from a well-mannered family, lived on a cul-de-sac, in-ground swimming pool. She went to a private high school, take your shoes off in their house kind of place. Is this play about me? She sounds like me, I'm not gonna lie. I grew up in a family that was on the other side of that spectrum. My house was always a gross mess. My uncles and mom drank too much, public schools, hand-me-down clothing. I'm not ashamed of how I grew up. It made me who I am, but I worked very hard to separate myself from that life and make a good life for myself. Also, I was newly dating a nice girl from a nice family and wanted her to like me, and we were in the best foot forward stage of the courtship. That weekend, I simply told her, I'm not available and I have a family thing. everything, and she never questioned it. We were newly dating, and not bringing her around my extended family seemed reasonable at this stage. She told me this at the time and since. So from what I'm understanding, you're kind of replaying a time from back when you were 21. I'm just making sure I'm understanding. Are we getting context, or, because that's what it seems like. A week before the reunion, we're having dinner with my parents, and my mom casually invites her. I didn't push back in the moment. I was not mentally prepared for my mom to invite her and hadn't thought it through. My wife, girlfriend at the time, was a little hesitant to accept since it didn't come from me, but the invitation was made and I didn't push it, so that was that. She accepted. I convinced myself it would be fine. She'd meet my family and then we'd get a drink afterwards and it would be fine. It's kind of giving like those Disney shows when they're like, what's the worst that can happen? And then something crazy happens, like I could just see it coming. Over the next few days, it started sinking in and I couldn't shake how bad of an idea it sounded. This was a nice, well-mannered girl and my family was not nice or well-mannered. She's Asian and far more attractive than I even thought I could pull. She already met my uncle briefly when I had to run an errand before a date, and he had made a drunken, vulgar comment about Asian women as his jaw hit the floor. I honestly see where you're coming from since you could see two contrast lives, conflicting families, different lifestyles. I get it. Especially when she already met your uncle and you had to go through that. I wouldn't want her meeting anybody else either, so I can't even blame you. Your family needs to get it together. Imagine that uncle with his younger, equally ill-mannered brother making Asian jokes all night. I started sweating from my nerves as the week went on, and all I could see was my girlfriend politely putting up with it for a short while, then never returning my phone calls. Shoo, at least you know. Because some people really just don't know. And honestly, this is a situation where you can't control everybody. I get that. Like, you're not your uncle, you're not your brother, but what you can do is step up for your girl. I mean, I'm assuming because like you guys are in your 40s now and you're happily married, so I'm just spitting out thoughts. But it really just comes down to how you respond, not necessarily what they're doing. I asked my dad for advice. Family reunion was on my mom's side. We agreed that one way or the other, she was going to be mad. But which version of mad was I willing to put her through? My mom had already invited her and she already said yes. If she goes, she'll have to endure my extended family making racist and vulgar comments all night with "hey, I'm just joking's" mixed in, or I uninvite her and give her mixed signals about how I feel about her. I decided to uninvite her, then level with her when the time was right. See, I don't think you made a bad move. I just hope you were transparent as to why. Because if you just uninvite her and don't say anything, then yeah, she's gonna think you are side-eyeing her. Like, I don't know. From a woman's perspective, it's gonna be like, why don't you want me to meet your family? But if you told her straight up, like, my family's racist, my family is not who you want to be around, I feel like that's just easier to navigate. I ended up marrying her, so she of course has met my entire family, and it all worked out for us. But she busts my balls from time. Sorry, was not expecting that phrase. But she busts my balls from time to time about this. She also admits that my family is a lot, but it wouldn't have changed how she felt about me. At the time, I thought I was doing damage control in a relationship that I wanted to make work, and this was the only exit strategy my 21-year-old brain came up with. So, am I the a-hole for uninviting her? Honestly, the answer is no, and you didn't really give context as to how you uninvited her. Like, did you give her the story, the scoop, or did she just figure it out later? But honestly, I don't really think it matters what my thoughts are. I mean, none of these, it should matter what my thoughts are, but you're happily married, so you get what I'm trying to say. But back to 21-year-old self, I get what you're trying to do, and I don't think you are the a-hole. I just hope you're fully transparent and open about why. But it seems like she's cool, you know what I'm saying? Like, she said she would still go for you regardless, and that's how it should be, because you really shouldn't be letting other people affect your relationship. But I'm glad it worked. And for 21, like, you had a little witty brain, so you did the best you could. And one last thing I'll say, I feel like when it comes to damage control, that usually can ruin it. Like, you're doing too much to control the damage, when just being open and honest is the most control you can get. But that's just my opinion. But that's gonna be the end of today's video. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for joining, for watching, for tuning in. I hope this bring back memories if you're here during Reddit Wednesdays. If you want me to do more, let me know. I don't know how we feel about this. I'm just kind of exploring at this point on YouTube. I have so much planned, guys. I haven't really said this yet, but I'm launching my second YouTube channel, which is like technically there, but I have no videos posted. But I'm starting to like get ideas of what I want to do over there. So much to work on, so much rebranding on the short form. I don't know if you guys are just in YouTube, if you guys are also like TikTok, Instagram, like I don't know where you guys are at, but got a lot going on like with all my platforms. I'm trying to structure it right, so it's just kind of like me free balling, you know what I'm saying? Like free for all over here on the YouTube, just having a good time. But yeah, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Again, for anybody who's new to the YouTube crew, welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you had a good time. But aside from that, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. I'll see you on the flip side. T is out.